Welcome to the Moon X podcast. As we sail into the mystical waters of the Pisces season, we're thrilled to present a special episode dedicated to unraveling the enigmatic energy of Pisces, the Zodiac's most ethereal sign. In this episode, we delve into the fundamental astrological attributes of Pisces, explore its unique traits, and conduct a mini analysis of natal charts that exhibit strong Pisces energy. All right. A brief introduction to the Pisces zodiac sign. Governed by the enchanting dance of two celestial rulers, Jupiter, the planet of expansion and wisdom, traditional ruler painting life's grand tapestry in broad, vibrant strokes, and Neptune, the modern maestro of mysticism and imagination, inviting us to swim in the depths of our subconscious. This sign, embracing the feminine polarity, flows with an intuitive, receptive energy that mirrors the nurturing essence of water, its elemental force. As a mutable sign, Pisces embodies the spirit of change, adaptation, and the completion of cycles, echoing the constant ebb and flow of the ocean's tides. Venus exalts in Pisces, finding sublime joy in the sign's boundless capacity for love and beauty, while Mercury, navigating a realm where facts blend with fiction, experiences both its highest expressions and its challenges. Pisces energy is characterized by a fluidity that can adapt and morph, much like water. Yet, in this adaptability, they find their purpose, guided by the stars and their own inner compass. The Piscean path is one of discovery, seeking the divine in the ordinary and finding the extraordinary within themselves. Pisces stands in contrast to its opposite sign, Virgo. They're both detailed detectives, but here's the twist. For Pisces, life's not a spreadsheet of facts and figures. It's a 4D movie, and they've got the premium seats. They're all about living those details. They're savoring life, one magical, messy, marvelous detail at a time. Pisces has this uncanny ability to walk into a room and subtly dial up the mysticism, making you wonder if they've got a direct line to the universe or just really good intuition. Need advice? Pisces might suggest consulting the stars or pulling a tarot card. They find the mystical in the mundane, like seeing shapes in clouds or finding deep messages in them. To a Pisces, the world is alive with signs and symbols, if you just know where to look. In the universe of Pisces, every moment is a scene from the most avant-garde indie film, directed by the universe itself. Think of swirling watercolors, poetic daydreams at noon, and playlists that can make you fall in love or travel through dimensions. Social life in the Piscean wave? It's all about connections that dive deep. Small talk is the shallow end of the pool. Pisces seeks the depths, where conversations can wander into the mystical and the magical. They're the friends who will not only listen to your hopes, but will paint them in the colors of their empathy and understanding. And love? They nod along to the advice of taking it slow, giving space to trust, and wearing the sensible shoes of love. But then Cupid does a drive-by, and bam! Falling in love for Pisces is not just an emotion. It's a full-blown transformation. They love with a passion that's all-encompassing, seeking a soulmate connection that transcends the mundane. And sure, this makes them a hopeless fool in the eyes of the world, but only in the way that all great artists are fools for their passion. Now, let's chat about their whimsical wanderings and why you probably won't find them running Wall Street. First off, calling a Pisces absent-minded is like saying a fish is wet. It's not wrong, but there's so much more to the story. Sure, they might forget where they put their keys, because, let's be honest, keys are boring. But they'll never forget how you made them feel or the dream they had 3 nights ago about a flying dolphin. Business acumen? Pisces might not care much for the cutthroat, but they're the ones you want to be by your side when you need a creative solution that no one else could dream up. And yes, while their disinterest in the material might be seen as a weakness in the boardroom, Pisces sees beyond the dollar signs, into the heart of what really matters. They remind us that the richest treasures aren't stored in banks, but in the moments we share and the beauty we create. By the way, this beauty is monetized quite nicely. So now that we know a lot about the Pisces energy, let's take a look at how this energy can work directly in birth charts. We have read many birth charts and biographies and are ready to present you with the results of our search. Let's stipulate right away that you may feel differently about the creativities and activities of these people, and in this case, we are solely interested in astrology. For those who are new to astrology, let us introduce the concept of stellium. Stellium is a meeting of 3 or more planets in conjunction in one zodiac sign or in one astrological house. The presence of a stellium sets the tone for the entire natal chart and has great astrological power. So, people with a stellium in Pisces. According to Donna Cunningham, a famous American astrologer and psychotherapist, stellium in Pisces is one of the most complex. It can both elevate a person to the heights of the spirit and sink to the bottom of existence. During life, people with a stellium several times find themselves at the peak and come down. Most often, they have developed intuition and talent for creativity. They are dreamers of the zodiacal circle. Among the initial charts we looked at, the famous person with the strongest stellium in Pisces was Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain. His natal chart is literally imbued with the energy of water, and in the sign of Pisces are the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Chiron. And only Uranus and Pluto are in Virgo, but in the 12th house, the house of Pisces, that is again in the element of water. The aquatic motif of Kurt's horoscope has found vivid expression in Nirvana's music, from the iconic floating baby on the cover of Teen Spirit to the lyrical imagery. His inner world, illusory, mysterious, empathic, had little to do with the outer world. It is simply impossible to live the life of an ordinary person with such a chart, so his withdrawal into creativity and drug addiction is understandable. Such a large number of planets in Pisces unfortunately played out in Kurt's life through difficulty in understanding the outside world, and even outright escapism. We even picked a quote reflecting this. "I'm so happy because today I found my friends. They're in my head." What's interesting is that at the time of Kurt's passing, a Saturn return was occurring. During such periods, many people feel the crisis to the fullest. There is a reassessment of values. The whole life is rewound back like a tape recorder, analyzing all the experienced events, achievements, and successes, as well as failures. In the example of Kurt Cobain, we see the complex interplay between astrological influences and personal destiny, which is a vivid reminder of the complex dance between the cosmos and human experience. And this is the very example of complexity that Donna Cunningham wrote about. We found a less strong stellium in another musician as well. That's Grimes. Grimes, whose Sun, Moon, Mercury, and North Node are in Pisces, felt a deep calling to creativity from an early age. She instinctively realized that her happiness was inextricably linked to artistic expression. Her personality radiates an eclectic and truly strange aura, which she fearlessly displays to the world on the biggest stages. It's a bold commitment, as it requires her to unconditionally embrace and display some of her more esoteric qualities. But when talking about Pisces energy, it would be boring to exclusively talk about members of the creative world. Our next person with stellium in Pisces, though indirectly related to creativity, is famous for something else entirely. Bernard Arnault, one of the richest men in the world, has Sun, Venus, and Mars in Pisces. Traditionally, Mars in Pisces is considered a difficult position. Pisces is a sign known for its empathy, compassion, and desire for transcendence. With Mars in Pisces, there can be a tendency to become emotionally overwhelmed, or to channel energy into escapist behavior rather than taking direct action to solve problems. However, Arnault's life story and his approach to business disprove these astrological stereotypes. However, things get even more interesting when you learn more about his approach to business. Below is a short excerpt from Bernard's interview with the Harvard Business Review. If you think and act like a typical manager around creative people, with roles, policies, customer preference data, and so on, you will quickly kill their talent. Our entire business is based on giving our artists and designers complete freedom to invent without limits. When a creative team believes in a product, you have to trust their intuition. You have to agree, it's very Pisces, especially the intuition part. However, let's move on to the last story of interest to us. In the star-studded realm of Hollywood, few names evoke as much love and admiration as Drew Barrymore. With her Sun, Venus, Jupiter, and Lilith all nestled in the watery depths of Pisces, there are shadows lurking beneath the surface. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and excess, finds its home in Pisces in Drew's chart. While Jupiter's presence typically signifies expansion and broadening, in Pisces, it can lead to a craving for pleasure that borders on addictive. Adding to the complexity is Lilith, the mysterious and often misunderstood point in astrology associated with our primal instincts and darkest desires. It's a battle between light and dark, between transcendence and self-destruction, that plays out against the backdrop of our Hollywood narrative. But the plot thickens with the presence of Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, in Sagittarius, a sign ruled by Jupiter. That position casts a hazy veil over Drew's relationship with authority and parental figures. Neptune's influence suggests a rebellious streak, a refusal to conform to societal norms or expectations. Drew's teenage years were marked by a defiant independence, fueled by a potent mix of self-confidence and a thirst for extreme experiences. Drew's autobiography, Little Girl Lost, chronicles her harrowing experiences with unflinching honesty, offering a raw and unfiltered glimpse into the trials and tribulations of life in the limelight. It's a story of triumph over adversity, of finding light in the darkest of places, and of embracing the complexities of the human experience. In this deep dive into the energy of Pisces, we explored the profound influence of this watery sign on individuals across various domains, from the realm of creativity to business and Hollywood glamour. From Cobain's ethereal music to Grimes's fearless creativity, from Arnaud's business approach to Barrymore's rebellious spirit, we witnessed how Pisces manifests differently in each individual, shaping their experiences. So, did you enjoy this deep dive into the energy of Pisces? Would you like to see more episodes exploring astrology and its impact on individuals and society? Your input helps us tailor our content to better serve your interests and preferences. Let us know your thoughts. This is where we part ways for now, but we leave you with a gentle reminder. Revisit your natal chart, cast a new gaze upon the houses and planets nestled in the sign of Pisces, and discover the depths they add to your cosmic story. Until our paths cross again.